Hello YouTube, and in this video we're going to be showing you several applications of the honey block here in the Minecraft server for version 1.15. Right now we're in the creative. We're going to show you a teaser of the best applications we have for this honey block locomotive. It is our wheat harvester, where we do have attached at the bottom of the honey blocks several fence gates. So this machine will move forward and back between these 2 points, and with the fences underneath, it will harvest the wheat without destroying the ground. So this device here is contained by the obsidian and the note block. The note block sends the signal here to the observer, and that will push this offward. So let's see how this is done. And it is a very fast machine that will push the wheat as well as the seeds forward. So let me collect the yield here, but this is a very fast and very efficient use of the honey block. Okay, I'm going to show you how to build this machine here later on in the video, and I'm going to show you several other concepts. So over here, we're going to show you how to build the locomotive machine with the honey blocks attached here. So just to let you guys know, we did found this machine here on logdotzip's YouTube channel. So all credit is given to him. We saw this video here, and we saw how very simple and very practical this machine can be used in our devices. So the machine here is used by the following blocks: the observer, sticky piston, honey blocks, and then the note block and the obsidian. The observer and sticky piston might be a little hard to find due to the slimes, and then the observer requires quartz crystals from the netherworld. So let me show you how to build this guy here. So you can start over here by the end piece, put the note block down here with the obsidian right next to it, and then using the observer, hold shift, click, and then build that guy, sticky piston, the 2 honey blocks, and then I'm going to build a ledge here so that we can put in the observer, sticky piston again, and the 2 honey blocks. Destroy the 2 at the end here. And then over here, you're going to put down the note block and the obsidian. And then with the click of the button, your machine will be able to move. So the note block is very key to this instrument here. Any signal here or any changes here, the observer will detect from that face, and then from the red end here, it will send a signal outward to the rest of the machine here. So this guy here is unique because even if there was a block above this, you won't hear the note block, but it still sends a signal if you click on that button. So this is a very practical use for underwater machines here. So this is a submarine that we have developed here. We have a breathing quarter here with honey blocks attached and with some lighting up above. So let me head towards this guy here, and then with the click of that button, this guy will allow you to move underwater. So this is pretty cool if you want to explore the seas and set up a transportation hub so that you don't suffocate. This is what the entire thing looks like. from outside. Then let's send this guy back. Okay. So some other applications that you can use with this machine is that you can transport goods. You can transport mobs on top of the boats. You can transport items on top of the chests with the minecart underneath it. And it allows you to move those items from distance to distance. Just as a warning, the machine itself can only move as far as your render distance. So in case you don't know, that's the chunks here. So if it's farther than that distance, it will stop. So it's not very good long-range transport of goods and items, but it's very good for short distance here. So this guy here is a filter design here. So if I was to drop some items here, Control Q to drop the entire stack, and then we're going to send this guy off along. What we have here is obsidian blocks that will push the dropped items into the filter here, the hopper, and that will push this into the chest. So we have a feedback loop to this guy here to move it back. It's a pretty simple one. Observer attached to a redstone signal that's delayed with the repeaters. And then that sends the signal right back there. So once again, very good at short distance transportations. So let me show you the last concept here for transportation, where you actually move yourself. So with this one, we're going to attach a note block here, along with another honey block at the end. That way we can actually find our way backwards. So this is pretty simple. Logdotzip mentioned this. You just click the note block and it pushes you back. The honey block allows you to stay in motion. Not to stay in motion, sorry, to stay on the block. So previous designs with the redstone and the slime block, they do push you out of those machines quite easily. This guy does not. It's actually quite difficult to get pushed off of the machine. Okay, so let me show you the rest of the applications here in the next scene. So over here we have a large-scale sugarcane harvester machine. So this one's a pretty simple design. 2 rows of sugar canes that's surrounded by water and lily pads on top, so that you can walk easily between the canes and pick up the remains. The lily pads must be used here because we found that with carpet or with slabs, it will not work with the honey block machine. So this device here is linked up with 2 harvesters. This is a 32 block wide machine here that will push the sugar cane and allow you to harvest this. So when we were developing these machines here, an important concept is the wingspan length. This can only contain 8 blocks per wing. If we were to put another block, this machine would not move. We'll show you that here in a little bit. So with the if you put any attachments here, any fence gates, anything else, it can be slowed down if there are too many materials in the way. So let me show you how this guy is used here. So with the click of a button, this entire machine will harvest your sugar cane. The pickup is a little bit messy, but this is a very fast and very efficient means to produce large amounts of sugarcane. So let me show you what happens. when we put in too many blocks on the wingspan. So as you can see here, it will not move, it will be stuck. But if you remove those blocks, you will be able to move the machine accordingly. Sometimes it works with 9, but it always works with 8 blocks on that wingspan. Okay, so we're going to show you the last design that we have here with the wheat farmer. So this is the last part of the video here. Right now we're in the survival world in my Minecraft city. I'm going to show you the automatic harvesting device for wheat farm. So let me show you this device here. Now this guy is automatic because we have dispensers full of bone meal. If you don't know this, if you're to place the wheat seed right next to this device, it will quickly grow your crops. So right now we have 2 rows of the wheat farm here with the redstone circuitry to the sides and in the middle here. At the end, we have the harvester device. We're looking at that wingspan rule again. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 honey blocks, and then 2 of the fence gates that will act as the harvester. So once again, these fence gates will not tear up your ground, but allow you to regrow your crops. So let's show this guy here in motion. And then with the click of a button, this machine will quickly harvest your crops. And then you can just regrow it quickly by reseeding the farm. This guy has a bunch of lighting as well as water sources, so that the crops will grow quickly. But that's pretty much it for the video here. We do encourage you to develop several designs of your own with the honey blocks and show what you can do with these new devices here. So just to recap, with those honey block devices developed by logdotzip, you can move mobs, you can move items, you can move chests full of items. You could also travel by sea and by air in your survival world. But those are the main concepts that we have developed here. And thank you for your patience, guys, in watching this video. We do have other YouTube videos if you are interested. But enjoy your day.